Talk.
You murdered my wife. Took my son. You're a dead man.
Your wife. That was a regrettable accident. Still, this world, this life, you've seen it. Pain, suffering. But I can't give them to you.
Uh-huh. Fuck you, Kellogg.
Let him go. Your time's done. Your son is exactly where he belongs. He's home. In the Institute.
So where is it, huh? This institute. How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the Institute. The Institute finds you. You open the closet. It's just a closet. You can never find the monster that hides inside. But I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end. So, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Question is, are you?
And there he is. Most resilient man in the Commonwealth. Funny. I thought I had that honor. You came a long way. Let's hear it.
End the line, Kellogg. You die, and I get my son back.
You can turn around right now. Go back the way you came. Sean. Now, besides being a bit older than you were, so you see, it is the end of the line.
Fuck you, Kellogg.
Let him go. Your time's done. He's home.
The Institute? Well, I'll find him. No matter where he is. Nothing will stop me.
God, you're persistent.
Uh-huh.
But I think we've been talking...
Oh, I'm ready. Question is, are you? All this tech. You were barely human. Nick.
So, Kellogg wasn't giving us any bull. Your son really is on the inside. Even I don't know where the Institute is.
There has to be a way, Nick.
We're in the weeds here. Only person I know willing to snoop up the Institute's tail feathers is Piper, the reporter in Diamond City.
Diamond City it is.
Hey, chin up. I know the night just got darker, but it won't last forever.
Going up. Roof access.
Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge police station immediately for reassignment.
Deep into that darkness,
Repeating.
long I stood there,
This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5.
fearing.
All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge police station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge police station immediately for reassignment.
Case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Bridwood's in town.
Cavalry's arrived, and it looks like they sent in the big guns.
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Who's Elder Maxon?
Maxon? Man's a lunatic.
Maxon is the commander of this division of the Brotherhood of Steel. He's the model of what every Brotherhood soldier hopes to become. If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading the charge. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
I'm actually a little jealous you get to head out to find these bits of lost tech. Exploring the ruins is why I joined up in the first place.
Carry food with you or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Flying around in a 200-year-old aircraft? What could go wrong?
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me. How drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause. But they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
What needs doing?
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Captain.
So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific... As the captain of this...
Right.
Understood?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your order.
Sure.
If you have any questions, ask...
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the supreme commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers. In a mere decade, he's grown. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until... Anything else?
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon's address, after which he wishes to speak with you. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Don't get any ideas, Sid.
From you folks?
Welcome aboard. Elder Maxon is holding his address inside the command deck.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and beneath the Commonwealth. There is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute's scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam! Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me doing 100 push-ups.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feat, and he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on.
So how did it look out there?
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for him.
Exactly. Without his determination, I just hope you appreciate how much of a check, not to put too fun.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship. Since I've been officially assigned.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Well now, wondered when I'd see you again.
Welcome back, Paladin. Welcome home.
Glad to hear someone say that. Listen, I didn't have a chance to thank you properly before. I'm not sure I still have a place here. I've been away for too long. Maybe I'm not cut out for the Brotherhood anymore. But I'll give it time. I owe it to you and to my team. Thank you for giving me another chance.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time? Are you feeling well, soldier? Hello?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
No. Never have.
Very well. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood.
How can I help you today?
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
Well, to fix the problem, I need to know what it is first.
You don't have cures for chem addiction, do you?
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's more common than you think. Let's clear that problem up right away. And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
No cuts or bruises or anything.
Glad to hear it. Anything?
No other complaints.
Sounds good.
Ah, good. You're finally here.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting. Would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was...
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago.
It's a cleaner shot.
Fix it.
Leaves that memorable ozone smell. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a fire. Got it.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted...
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. And this is the stowage depot. And the powers that be have me locked in. If you need to stop...
That's good to know.
I'm glad. But I tell most of the new recruits that they have... The good news is by having a constant flow of caps. I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with them. And since I'm stuck up here manning, after you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need...
Proctor.
Remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
I don't care. I didn't join up to impress everyone.
Alright, easy, Knight. I didn't mean anything by it. Our usual recruits... Anyway, since you came down... My name's Ingram. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate? Hell. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without fibers. And since I'm stuck in this...
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better... Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get... There's a pretty decent T-60 suits. Oh, and if you need any work... Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness. I'd stay away from ferals.
Excuse me, Proctor Teagan.
Looking to pick a fight? I'll help you end it.
Let me see what you have.
Got some choice weapons that just came in.
Proctor Teagan.
Can I help you with anything?
I'm looking for some firepower.
Sure, I've got something that'll...
Security's too tight. Don't think I can pick this.
Dr. Ingram said she needed the suit tested yesterday.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach is regular? Food's not allowed near the instrumentation.
Thanks,
Sure. Anytime.
familiarized yourself with the Pridwood's crew. Are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Omen.
Good. Let's get right to it, then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. Having those aberrations in. To make matters worse, I want you to head over there. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby. Right. Use it to carry our message to Fort. Dismissed.
Try and keep him in your sights.
huh?
Sound, what is it?
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much.
Paladin Dance.
You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just... I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this man. I've seen what these super... It would be arming... Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Uh-huh. Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. It's good. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured the... You should head back up to the Prydwen and...
Sure.
Dismissed. Head back to the Prydwen. I'll take care of the shells. And... The Brotherhood rose from the ashes of the U.S. military.
outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute, I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need it. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in. Once you're aboard, use them.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to the moment this the Institute.
Sure.
To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes...
Anything you need, Elder. You just say the word.
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met. If you discover a way... Any questions, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war the ruins of the facility. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well, then. Dismissed.
Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
I'd gladly lay down my life if it keeps humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Mickey Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
We need help, Piper. This man named Kellogg kidnapped my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to...
Exactly. But there's one from...
Kellogg. Huh.
Man like that would have had access. In and out.
But we both know that...
Because he's in hell. Where he belongs.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an...
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains.
You're talking crazy here, Nick.
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. If anyone could get a...
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we...
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to...
Cybernetics, huh? We may...
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we...
I have to go to the Memory Den.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Let's play, little human!
Damn. Lost
Hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
Time out. Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap. Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock?
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. Now I know you had old Finn handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now don't let this good neighbors of the people...
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay... So long as you remember...
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about the lonely.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse. You don't...
Some expert you are. I knew this was a waste of time.
This dead brain had inside knowledge.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits...
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has...
So the brain is still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign of decay.
Sure.
But there's no way to access the memories inside without a
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth.
There could be long-term side effects.
Don't bother.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old crippled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me. Cognitive function. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes.
Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
More problems. Seriously?
It's not like anyone has ever done this before. You try making a secret technology work across hardware Just let me think. We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory lounger. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives...
Sure. All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad.
Remember, you are
that cost her more than a
experiencing
few
these memories as
beatings.
Kellogg. This may prove
I never knew what happened to
disorienting
her
at
after I
first.
left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but
This
I never
doesn't
really knew
seem to
what
be
he
what we're
did.
looking for.
Don't know why Mom was with
There
him.
appears to be
Maybe
another
at some point in his
intact
life he
memory
wasn't a
close to
complete
you in
asshole.
temporal sequence. There.